Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know, my channel name is Glam's Glow. Basically, I do a travel YouTube. I blog about the places that I travel to. But for this one, I actually have a story time for you guys about the time I went to Greece. I feel like that's one of the countries, I don't know if I'll ever go back to Greece, honestly. I'm about to tell you guys why. But first, please, if you guys are not subscribed, subscribe. Hit that bell so you can hear when I drop a new video. I haven't been that consistent with dropping videos, but I have a lot more travel plans coming up, so a lot more content for you guys. But in the meantime, let me tell you guys about Greece. In the meantime, I have to go out, so I'm just going to do a little get ready with me. This is not a tutorial. So please, if you do see a product that you're interested in, just leave it in the comments below. I'll answer and say what the product is. But yeah, this is not a tutorial. This is just me getting ready to go out and also wanting to tell you guys this story. So I went to Greece actually last August. I went to Greece and it had been on my bucket list for a minute, but it was one of the more costlier trips. So, you need to have, money saved up to go out there. So that was on my future goals. So I ended up being able to go last August. I actually went with a girlfriend from school. I was doing my master's and I met someone and I told her I was going alone. And she told me that was her dream to go as well. So she was just going to tag along with me if it was all right. I was like, perfect. So it wasn't a solo trip. And honestly, thank God. Oh my gosh. I do solo travel, and for the most part, I don't really feel like afraid or that anything, is really is gonna happen to me. But Greece was different. Greece, I did not feel 100% safe. About to tell y'all why. So, the first thing I noticed about Greece was the moment we got off the airport in Athens, everyone was staring, like gawking. But it was, to me, I didn't feel like it was in awe. I didn't feel like it was in awe. They were gawking, like, so I was like, oh, maybe they're not used to seeing black people over here. Like, because that's a thing. It could be a thing, especially traveling to, like, I guess Europe. I don't know. I guess that's the thing. So, we get there, or whatever. That was my very, very first impression. Ignored it, whatever. I'm there to have fun. I'm not there to be in nobody's way. I'm not there for any of that. I'm there to have my little black ass some fun. Okay? That's all I was there for. So, we got to Athens, and then we immediately took another flight to Santorini. Because while we were down there, our goal was to go to Santorini, Mykonos, and Athens. With our bulk of our time being spent in those two cities of Mykonos and Santorini. We were only there for like a week and a half. So I think it was like, I don't even remember, 4 days, and then like a day or two in Athens. I don't even remember anymore. But yeah, we weren't there for that long. So we get to our hotel in Santorini. Everything's fine. We had to pick up from the airport. The very next morning, we wake up. We actually took a ship to Mykonos. We went down there, took the ship. And it was the same thing, but the eyes, everyone just kept staring. I'm like, what are they looking at? It's kind of rude it's one thing to be like, they look different, they're new. Let's say I've never seen black people before. But it's like, to me, it's extremely rude to just be staring into somebody's face. Like, I don't do that to other people, and I don't understand why anyone would want to do it to anyone else. Like, you're obviously making the person feel very uneasy and uncomfortable. Like, now my guard is up. I'm on high alert. Like, what's going on? And it was men and women alike, children, babies, rats, uncle, everyone was just staring so hard. So, and I also noticed, because my friend that I went with, she's black, well, she's Afro-Latina, and she's of a higher skin tone. She's light skinned. And I felt like, and her hair is like, she has like regular natural hair, and she had it like in twists. So I felt like, even though people were staring at us together, I felt like they were staring more so at me, which I was like, what the fuck is going on? All right, whatever. So we take the ship over to Mykonos, the ferry, and we check into our hotel. Our hotel was so cute. It had a pool. It was just so nice. Alright, so then this is day 1. And this is where shit really, really guts got turned all the way up. And I actually wanted to leave this same night. Y'all ready for this? So we go out. We ended up going to this place called, I think it was called Scorpio. For like, because we were told like that was the best place to go to for like, it's like a sunset party. Because you could see the sun so well there, the sunset, whatever. We went. It was cool. Very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. Price-wise, for drinks, well, I'm from New York City, and I would say in comparison to New York City, the drinks weren't crazy expensive. Let's say I got, for me, when I get like, let's say Patron and pineapple, or Don Julio and pineapple, I'm used to spending like, let's say $12. I felt like maybe I spent 12 euros, which is kind of equivalent to like, what, 15, 17 US dollars. Because, yeah, that's the thing. They use euros over there. So it wasn't crazy. Well, almost, like I said, from New York. So I feel like any major city where it's expensive, you're going to run into those kind of prices. So it wasn't that much of a shock. So we get there. Everything is fine. Of course, we're a little bit, on edge at first. Because, like I told you, the people there love to stare. So I was like, you know what? Whatever. These, like... I'm learning as I get older to stop really focusing on what other people say or what other people think. Because I really used to be the person, I'm a Pisces, by the way. I really used to be the kind of person that base decisions, this is going to sound so retarded. I used to base decisions off of what other people would say or think. Like, oh, let me not act this way because they might think... I have a shirt on. Let me not act this way because they might think a certain way about me, or this way because they might think. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? I've learned that people are gonna think whatever they want to think regardless. Because even so, with me being all extra catering to people, I don't know, wants and needs and shit, what I felt like was still the same in terms of like there would still be drama, there would still be people who don't like you, there would still be people who try to make stuff up about you. It really did not matter. So I was like, I'm just gonna be my full unapologetic self, and like, fuck it. How dare I waste my time on earth worried about what other people have to say? Who gave them that authority? Only I can do that, so why am I doing that? But anyway. So, we're in the place Scorpio. We ordering our drinks or whatever. My eyebrows, I'm sorry, y'all, always takes me the longest to do. Because I'm basically starting from scratch. I have no brows, so I'm literally doing magic. Y'all are watching, literally witnessing magic in action. About to go from no brows to the baddest brows. But anyway, so we go down to, like, they have like these little beach beds, like with the little canopies by closer to the, like, it was like, how to describe it? Mykonos and Santorini is very cavey and hilly. Like, everything is like a hill or a ledge or rocks. So a lot of rocks. Very rocky. So we went to like one of the canopies and we're laying there watching the sunset. Me and her just talking, just getting to know each other more. Because like I said, we were in school together. We had only really been in the program, I think at that point, a year and a half. A year? So, because we were doing an accelerated program. So, we never really had time to really speak. Obviously, one-on-one, yes, but to really divulge into each other, get to really, really know each other. We never really had that opportunity until now. So, we're talking, and I know we took a trip halfway across the world together, right? But that's just how my vibe is. Like, I feel like I really do attract people with good spirits and good hearts. Like, I know when someone is faking the funk. But a lot of times, because I feel like I want to heal people, or I like to give, not excuses for people, but I really like to figure out why you act the way you act. I don't like to just brush you off like, oh, you're this, you're that. If you're acting negative, I'm already in gear, like, oh, what? I wonder what happened. Something must have happened. Like, I'm already on advocating for no fucking reason. But whatever. So, yeah. So I already knew that she had a good vibe or whatever. And I love meeting people like that, especially women like that. Because sometimes, as I learned with this trip, being a solo traveler can get very dangerous. and I'm so happy she was there. But so we're having a heart to heart. Then we go back up to the bar because you have to go walk away to go to like the little beach beds thingies. So we go back to the bar, and there's these guys there, and I left this out, but they were actually trying to offer us drinks before we left them, and bought our own drinks the first time, and before we left them to go to the little beach beds. And I turned them down. I was like, no, because like I said, I don't really like the vibe of the country. I don't want anyone, like, I'm turned off. So when we went back the second time, they were there, and they asked us again, but this time it was a little bit different. They were actually trying to talk, I feel like, talk to us, not just let me buy you a drink. Like, you don't even know me. Why you want to buy me a drink so quickly? You got plans? You have motives? I want to know. It's too quick. You don't even want to know my name? At least ask me my name. Just trying to buy me a drink so quickly. And he was even trying to buy drinks. They were buying shots. So I was like, I peep your game. Like, I'm not falling for these dumb chicks. I can't wait to get to the end of the story. Let me stop procrastinating, because y'all going to be like, you kind of did. Let me tell y'all. So, eventually my friend, I was like, it's up to you, girl. I'm riding your wave. But at the same time, I'm gonna be alert. If you want to have drinks, if you want them to buy us drinks, obviously we're at the bar. We're going to look at the bartender, make our drinks, make sure, nothing fishy goes down. So, yeah, I was like, I'm down with it. I'm cool with it. So we ordered our drinks. We're drinking with them, talking with them. They're telling us that they're from Serbia. They have this yacht. They're millionaires. They're this, and that. And then they started to pay for the drinks. They pulled out this big wad of cash. I was like, sir, my drink is 15 euros. You don't need 500 euros in your hand at one time. It's like, what is that supposed to do for me? But then again, that's a lot. Actually, I can't even say that, because that is how a lot of guys do get some of these females out here. And you guys got to be very, very careful of it. Be safe. Like, money is not all that is cracked up to be. A lot of times these dudes of money just want power and control over you. They're not trying to share that money with you. So it's best to just go about your way. Even if you have 2 cents in your pockets, go proudly with your 2 cents. It's not worth the aggravation. Alright, back to the story. Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying that. So, whatever, we're drinking. I'm very good with Patron and Don. Tequila in general, like, I know my limits. That's one thing, like, it's hard for me to get really fucked up over tequila, because I know what my limits are to the tea. So we're drinking shots. Like I said, I'm good with tequila. So the girl, my friend, she was like, I'm not really feeling that well. I want to have a seat. So I was like, okay. So I didn't let her stay at the bar. There was people were dancing on the side of the place, the club. So we walked around, and there were seats there, and she sat there. So I was like, all right, just sit here, and I'm going to dance right in front of you. So it was one of the best. I know it's so fucked up. That was Greece. That moment was one of the best moments of my life, because I was dancing, and the people weren't really dancing like how Brooklyn girls, how Trini girls, Caribbean girls dance. So I was just dancing, enjoying myself, just having a grand old time. And then I'll never forget, it was like this boy, he seemed like he was mixed or something. And he came over and he was dancing, and like everyone literally paid a circle around us, and we was in the middle getting down, like dancing. Everyone that was around us cheering. Like, I felt like such a star. I feel like such a little celebrity. It was so much fun. And I know I was checking on my friend, making sure she was good, whatever. And then the fun came to an end, because they were talking about they were closing. It was like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. It was kind of early, but the sun had set. The sunset party was done. Party finance. So I go to my friend, and I was like, what do you want to do next? And she's like, I want to go back to the hotel. And I was like, well, I'm not trying to go back to the hotel. I'm having fun. Like, I want to go, what's the next spot? What's the next move? And before y'all even say anything, I now know you really are not supposed to leave your friends when you travel with them. But for me, like I said, I'm really like a solo traveler. Even when I travel with family, I go with them, and then I find my way to do my own thing. So I was still traveling. I was like, yeah, I have someone, but I saw like a solo traveler mindset. So like my logic was, even if you weren't here, I would still be going out looking for something to do. Because that's just how I am. Jesus Christ. So, get out. Let me hurry up because I'm dragging. I barely even did my makeup. I'm dragging on with the story. I'm so bad. Pisces are so bad at telling stories, yo. I'm not doing a full beat. I just wanted some concealer under my eye, pressed with some powder and some lashes. Like, I'm going for a natural look today. So we're leaving, whatever. We're getting cabs. The two Serbian guys run up to us and they're like, oh, we'll drive you guys home. And we were like, no, we don't need you guys to drive us. We could take a cab and we're fine. And they go, no, all the cabs are gone because, you know, everyone left the club at one time. So there's no cabs right now. And me and her looked at each other like, wait, hold up. What? So luckily the bartender heard them say that to us. And they were like, that's not true, girls. There's cabs. So now my alert is extra high. I'm like, are they trying to get us to go with them? They're trying to take us away. Oh my God, Jesus Christ, they're trying to take our tickets. My mind was fucking racing. So we leave. We hurry into the taxi stand because I was like, I don't even care. I need to go in a taxi. So my original plan was to go back with her to a taxi, take a taxi with her back to the hotel, and then look for some spot to chill out over there. So as we were walking, I heard other people, like girls and guys, was talking about, oh, you off to the next spot, we're going downtown, the next spot is downtown. So I'm like, oh, we going downtown. Let's go. I'm gonna go downtown because that's where the next spot is. And so we get to the taxi stand, they call a cab, and as we're there, and at this point I was feeling nice. And you know when you're nice, you just talking to people. And there was this two gay guys in front of us. And I assumed that they were gay. This is also part of the story. Because they were like feeling each other's butts. They were kissing. They were holding hands. He was like, baby, where you want to go next? I mean, the signs were pretty much there. No, maybe just me. I don't know. So it's like, baby, where do you want to go next? And he was like, oh, let's go downtown. So now I'm like, oh, well, why go alone if I could go with them downtown? Because I feel, comfortable with the gay guy. So I thought. So they're talking to me. They're like, oh my God, you're so pretty, this, and that. Where are you from? I'm telling them I'm from New York City. And they're like, we're from Australia, Sydney. What are you ladies doing next? To me and my friend. And she's like, well, I'm going to go home. And he was like, it's like 8 o'clock. You going home? And I was like, yeah, but I'm going to go out. And he was like, oh, well, we're going downtown to, I forgot the name of the club he supposedly said we were going to. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's go. So I put my friend in the cab, and they had gotten their own cab. So I went with them in their cab. So we're talking or whatever. We're driving. We were just talking about mad stuff, from like politics to like just every and anything we were just talking about. It was a very nice discussion. But then I noticed it's like 20 minutes in and we're still driving. And I'm looking out, and it looks kind of dark. I don't really see any street lights. I just know, but I could feel that we're going up. We're driving up. And I'm like, downtown. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but we should be going down to downtown. Why would downtown be so high up in the mountains? So just before I open my mouth to say something, what's going on, the cab stops. And he goes, you're here. So my dumbass, I was really dumb, y'all. I'm also telling this story to warn other people, especially female travelers. Just, oh my gosh. Anyway, basically, at the end of this, you're going to see, the fact that I'm really here today is by the grace of God. Like, for real. So, I hopped out of the car. That's because I was like, why I was in the car for so long? I'm kind of annoyed. I'm like, why was I in the car for so long? So I hopped out. As soon as I hopped out, I realized the biggest mistake that I made. It was pitch black. I see like little lights here and there, but it's dark. And it didn't even take me that long to process that we were not at the club. The moment I even went to get the door to pull back the cab so I could go back inside, tell me why the fucking cab driver locked the door and sped the fuck off. Like, And this, when I say all this shit happened in a matter of fucking 20 seconds, in 20 seconds, I literally felt like, I was like, wait, what happened? So, I'm looking at the guys, and I was like, wait, I thought we was going to the club. He was like, oh, no, we are. He's like, I just don't want to wear these shoes. I was like, babe, I already told you, I'm not wearing these shoes to the club. He was like, yeah, we're just going to go change. And he was like, oh, come in, just have a seat, relax or whatever. Like, it's whatever. I just, now, retell the story is just like, bitch, are you dumb? But in the moment, and I guess, like I said, I never had anything bad happen before. No, nothing bad ever happened to anyone close to me. Anything bad I heard was always media or Instagram or TV, social media, something that nowhere near me. So, and also, they're a gay couple, so I'm really not thinking anything. And also, the pad that we pulled up to, yo, that pad looked like something out of, like, what's that man name? 007? James Bond. I'm really not into action movies. But it was literally like a James Bond pad. Like, the fence was like this big white fence that literally opened up. It was so fucking beautiful. Like, all ceiling to floor, windows, everything was white. It was just so beautiful. So I was like, oh, okay. And they was like, you want a glass of wine? You could sit out by the pool. I go out by the pool. Everything, oh my God, everything was beautiful. So I'm chilling by the pool. I'm drinking my wine. 5 minutes go by. All right, you don't need to change your shoes, queen. Let's go. Why you still not? I remember, like I said, I was already antsy, but they kind of calmed me down a little bit when I saw the place and they told me to go grab a glass of wine. But 5 minutes is 5 minutes too much. You only need a minute to change your shoes. Like, why did it take so long? So now I'm asking questions. I was like, oh, I forgot their names too. Let's call them Tom and Jerry. That's what the fuck they were. So Jerry went to go change his shoes. And I was like, Tom, Jerry's taking a long time. I'm ready to go out. I didn't really come out here to, as beautiful as this spot is, I'm ready to go. So he was like, oh, let's go see what he's up to. Let's go take a tour. And he's giving me a tour. Everything is gorgeous. We're talking, we're chit-chatting, we're talking it up. He's telling me about his life in Australia, growing up. And also, for record, I didn't know if I explained this part. They were seemingly like my age, maybe a few years, no older than 30, 31, late 20s, very early 30s. So because I felt like they were millennials, I also felt comfortable with them as well. It wasn't like some two older gay dudes. No, it was like people my own age. So I'm really not thinking anything too crazy. Yes, I'm on alert, but I'm not thinking they're going to do something to me. I'm not thinking that yet. So we're walking. He showed me everything. Everything is beautiful. We get back downstairs again, the living room. And I'm like, all right, we done had a whole tour. Where the hell is Jerry? I'm ready to go. I look at my phone, and it was like, this is the part that I remember so clearly that I'm just like, thank you, God. I pull out my phone, because at this point I was like, I must just leave these boys. I didn't come here to wait on Tom and Jerry. My phone is about to die. Having so much damn fun. My phone's at fucking 5%. Alright. I was like, can I use your phone? I want to call the taxi, because they had their cell phones or whatever. And he was like, oh, well, you know that the taxis aren't really running right now, right? So now I'm like, I had a whole tour. I didn't see a garage or a car. So how the fuck are we getting to the club? Oh, we're not going to the club anymore. You said the fuck what now? We're not going to the club. And he's like, yeah, Jerry actually went to sleep. And he like puts his hand on my hand like this. And I was like, I'm about to tell your man, what are you doing? And he was like, my man? That's not my man. Jesus, you know when you're on a roller coaster and you go down and that heart in your stomach. When I said I could have fucking thrown up, I was sick. I was like, what are you talking about? That's your man. Like, y'all were hugging up, squeezing up, kissing up. He was like, no, that's not my man. Tears started to fall. One time, I started crying. I was like, I'm ready to go. I need you to call the taxi right now. And he's trying to convince me that there's no fucking taxi. He's like, there's nothing. I started bawling. I was like, if you don't let me go right now. I ran to the kitchen, picked up the knife. I was like, if you don't let me go right now, I'm killing you. I'm killing you. I'm not about to get raped. I'm killing you. I'm just gonna go to jail in racist Greece where everyone already staring at me, and this is it. My life is over. I don't care. Like, I'm going out with a fight. Like, you are not raping me. You are not selling my organs. No. And he was like, okay. Here's my phone. Let's call the taxi. So you mean to tell me? At this point, I picked up the phone so fast. I called the taxi. I was I don't even know how she understood me. I was devastated. And I was like, I don't know who these people are. I was like, they told me we were going downtown. They took me somewhere in the mountains. I don't know where I am. And the woman was like, oh my God, please stop crying. I will help you. There's no one here right now, but if I have to come get you myself, I'll get you. And then she was like, what's the address? Now I need to ask this fucking idiot for the address. I'm asking him. He's like, oh, well, I don't really know where we are. What? So now I'm like, you need a knife to jog your memory? Because we can make that happen. Because I remember I saw the knife. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I should just run. I fucking booked it out of the house. I'm running. And I'm like, yo. And I remember I just kept seeing, because on the way Mykonos is, it kind of reminds me of Tobago a little bit, which is where I'm from. My family's from. Ooh. And like where there's stray dogs just out about in the road. So I was like, I'll take my chances with the stray dogs. I'd rather just get bitten up and shit. At least I could stab the dogs. Like, I'm just ready to go. Alright, so I don't know what it was God. I don't know why I keep saying I don't know what it was. It was God. Turns out these motherfuckers were on a whole business trip. And me crying woke up the manager, who was this female, who ran out with a couple of the co-workers. It was a business trip. They all ran out. They was like, what's going on here? And so while I'm running, they're yelling after me. They're like, what's going on here? And I turned back. Because like I said, I just thought it was... But the thing is that he gave me a tour. So I don't know where the hell these people... I don't even question this shit anymore. I don't know where they were. Maybe they were in the basement. Because he gave me a tour and I saw it in the rooms. And the rooms were empty. So I don't know. But they ran out and they was like, what is she doing here? What's going on? Why is she crying? And I just started telling them everything. And they were like, are you, like, looking at him? They were like, are you fucking serious? What are you doing? Like, we're here to work. Like, what's going on? Why, like, and then she called the cab hotline again. The same woman picked up, and turns out she did get someone to come and get me. I don't know, somehow they had tracked it. I don't know how. Well, technology. And she had already sent someone to come get me. So by the time the coworkers could even come out and say whatever they wanted to say to me, like see if I was okay, her and the woman on the phone, she was like, he should be outside right now. As soon as she said now, all I heard was the honk from the taxi. Yo. Ran to that taxi so fast. Because he was saying he had the guy, Tom, Jerry, whichever, they both wanted the same. He was trying to offer me money for the cab. It's too late to be a gentleman now. Fuck out of here. Like, are you serious? You had a whole motive. So does that mean that these guys really go to clubs and pretend to be gay? Like, it was just so weird. Like, what? Because he was really trying to be on me. Like, no. So I ran to that taxi so fast, hopped in. And I just started, I was crying. And I was just like, thank you, God. Thank you, God. You literally spared my life. I'm never going to make that mistake again. I'm never going to be that stupid again. And I went back home and lived to tell the tale. So, I don't know. That on top of the way I felt like I was being treated in Greece with like the crazy ass looks, the little snide remarks, And talking to people, I spoke to one of my friends. He's European, and he actually kind of pissed me off because he was asking me what I was dressed like, what I was wearing. And I was like, I'm dressed pretty regular. Like, what's the problem? I mean, I'm dressed up because I love to dress up. I'm never not going to dress up. So he was like, that's it. It's not that you're dressing skimpy. It's the fact that you're dressed up. Because basically in Greece, they're not used to seeing, I guess, black people that aren't sex workers, especially dressed up. And he was saying that's the reason why all the women were looking at me like that. They probably thought I was a prostitute. And that's why all the men were looking at me a certain way. Because they were looking at me too. It was just a different look. And he was like, they probably thought I was there for business. And I was like, there's really countries out there with this belief. And actually, I'm going to do another story time because this is the second time, now that he said it, it dawned on me that something like this did kind of happen to me. Not to this extreme, not at all. To be like, damn bitch, you really that dumb. No. Whatchamacallit, in Denmark. Oh, I have to do a story about Denmark. That was fucking crazy. But that was a group trip, and I was with all my girls, so I did not stray from them. Because I hadn't gotten up the courage yet to do solo traveling yet. But I'm going to do story time about Denmark. Let me know if y'all want to hear about Denmark. Ooh. Ooh. Anyway, okay. So let me just wrap up this story real quick. I'm just waiting for my lash glue to set in, and I'm going to wipe off my powder. And then that's pretty much it. This was a very... Well, it wasn't quick because I was talking. But normally, let's say I'm going to work or something and I do this kind of beat, it takes me like 10, 15 minutes. It's really quick. But I just had a whole lot to say. And I guess I really can't multitask. But, yeah. Actually, I'm going to insert a clip if you stuck around for this long. Thank y'all. That story is pretty juicy, though. But I actually have a clip of another time where we went out. And Mykonos was just overall bad. So after that happened, thank the Lord for saving my life. The next night, I took it easy because I was so shooken up. Like, I was afraid. Like, I really wanted to pack my bag and go home right then and there. Like, I was having the worst. You know what it's like to save your little coins, plan, like, a whole dream trip, and go and be miserable and want to go home? That's one of the worst feelings. I don't wish, like, I was just ready to go. I was depressed. I was just like, I hate this place. Like, I don't want to be here. It kind of weighs on your self-confidence because I'm like, I just don't feel good here. I don't feel happy here. I'm ready to leave. But the clip I'm going to insert is about the time me and the girls, so I think this was our last night in Mykonos, we went out to a club together. No more separating. And they had put us in this VIP section. I was like, to see who? And because my friend explained it to me. She said they put us in that section so that when the guys come in, they could be like, oh, look at all the females in the VIP section, make them pay whatever hundreds of euros they want to charge them for the same $30 bottle they could get from the liquor store. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah. So I was like, we could go because we getting free drinks, but once these guys enter, we're out because we had gotten there kind of early because she didn't want to stay out late. So I was like, let's go early, leave early. So whatever, everything ended up being cool. It was a cool club. It was actually a really popular club. I gotta remember the name of it. I'll insert it if I remember the name of it. So left there. By the end of the night, I'm gonna insert the clip, y'all. The men there were fucking sick. They sick and entitled. They felt really entitled to me, and I do not no, I'm not a sex worker. Even if I was, because there's nothing wrong with sex workers. Like, this is how you treat them. You're very aggressive. That their bodies is theirs to do whatever they want with it. You're not entitled to just pick up and grab and say whatever the hell you want to say to them because of their occupation. Let's get that out there. Why would you? No one has control over any other God being. It's not your child. And even then, you don't really have full control over your child. But I digress. So we go out to get some pizza. After you drink, you want your little greasy ass food. So we eating pizza or whatever. This guy sits across from us and is just staring at me, gets his food. He's eating like this, staring at me. I was like, damn, he gonna lick me up too? So I'm ignoring. And I was like, no, I need to record this because no one's going to believe how much I fucking hate Greece and why. So I took out my phone. This is also an older phone. I apologize for the quality difference. And he was just mad crazy. So my friend says, he was like, you see something you like? Like, what's going on? He comes over and he was like, I want it. And then she was like, what what's it? And because he's looking at me, she's like, you want her? And he was like, yes. What can I do to have you? So I said something stupid. I was like, buy me. I don't even remember what. It was something so outlandish because I wanted him to leave. I didn't think he was really going to do it. I think I said buy 30 water bottles or 50. It was something really stupid, like buy 50 water bottles. That's what I want. You ask me what I want, that's what I want. I'm really thirsty, and so are you. So he goes and he buys the water. He really goes and buys the water bottles. And I didn't know he was doing it until he came back out because we're sitting on the side. And it was the attendant who worked in the store came out with like mad bags of water bottles and putting them on the table. And I'm like, what the hell? What is this for? Because I really erased him from my memory. Like, I'm like, the fuck, leave. So she comes out and he comes out behind her smiling with the water bottles. He was like, is there anything else that you want? I was like, honestly, I want for you to leave me the fuck alone. Like, now I'm scared. And now I'm kind of having a little PTSD. Because what just fucking happened to me just 2 nights ago. And now here we go with the bullshit. Like, come on. Stay away from me. Y'all, so when I say the people here stare at your face like you're a fucking animal, I'm about to show y'all. Y'all think I'm being dramatic? Watch. So now he decided to walk over to my table. Y'all. And he was like, what do you want? So I told him 15 waters. He said he's gonna go get it. Let's see. Y'all, get me the fuck out of Greece. Y'all, get me the fuck out of this fucking country. Get me the fuck out of here.
What do you need?
You got us our waters. We're good. Thanks. We're gonna be really hydrated. My skin is about to be glowing as hell, as you can already tell it is. Yeah, because you're speaking English. Sir, but no, really, can we help you though? Because you've been like staring at us. Well, me.
What do you want to talk to her about?
You don't have to talk to me. I'm good. Good night.
You're very selfish.
Ooh, you're selfish, she said.
I am selfish.
Don't be selfish.
That's how I am.
Are you selfish? You're selfish? Ooh.
Now we have to ask the fucking store owner to call us a cab because he's dead ass waiting for me. Like, why is this country like this? And yeah, after that, we didn't even get to call a cab. I was just like, I'm ready to go. And we need a cab. As soon as I said that and we got up, thank you the Lord, the cab was right there. We just hopped in. I'm sorry for whoever cab that was that night. I'm sorry if you're watching this. Probably not, but if you are, I'm sorry. But it was just time to go. And that was it. After that, we left Mykonos. We went back to Santorini, stayed there for like another day or two. Then we went to Athens. Athens was a little bit more chill with the staring and the attitudes and all that. It was a lot more relaxed. I mean, people were still staring and gawking to the point of uncomfortability. But it was way, after having a crash course in those other 2 islands, honey, I'll take Athens. Even though I shouldn't be subjected to any of that. But yeah, and we just had our last night. We just had dinner in the sky, which is where they hook you up to a harness and they pull you up in the air. So your chef, everything, wine, unlimited wine. You're around a whole table of like maybe 50 people. There's only 50 people max or something like that, and everyone's hooked into the harness. And then yeah, like, so that's what we ended up doing our last night. And my makeup is done. I'm not even put on any mascara. I'm just gonna leave it like this. But yeah, that's my story time about Greece. I don't know if I'll ever go back. I don't know if I want to go back to a place that makes black girls, women feel so uncomfortable. Like, I felt so unsafe. Like, it was this next level. Minus even the incident that happened after going to that club, Scorpion. Like, it just even minus that. It was just very uncomfortable. The vibe was very uncomfortable. So, I don't know, because it's so aesthetically pleasing, just the land. It's just the people that I don't like. But the country itself, obviously, I love Greece. But the people, wasn't really feeling it. But, I don't know. But, let's see. Talk to you guys next time. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe. Ooh, almost forgot to wipe that off. Can't be go outside looking crazy. next time. Until next time.